What's up everyone and welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV. Today let's get started with Chelsea joined a three-way transfer battle for Ivan Toney, who is still serving the 8-month ban he received for breaching the Premier League's betting rules, returns for the Bees in January and will attract a wealth of attention from top clubs across Europe. Mail Sport have previously reported that Arsenal are keen on signing the £100 million rated Brentford hitman, but it appears fellow London rivals Tottenham are also keen on launching a move. Toney had riveted the gaze of England manager Gareth Southgate and earned his international bow after impressing with 21 goals for Brentford last season. The 27-year-old striker is viewed as a natural goalscorer with strength and pace and could hugely benefit the London clubs in attack. Although Spurs have played down any potential move for Toney, Chelsea are convinced of their interest and are preparing to go all out for the Bees forward when the January window opens. The Blues strengthened in attack over the summer by luring Christopher Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson to Stamford Bridge. While Nkunku has yet to play a minute this season because of injury, Jackson has struggled to take chances consistently in front of goal. Meanwhile, Arsenal have long held an interest in Toney and believe he will help cut the gap to last season's treble winners Manchester City. Pundits such as Ian Wright and Paul Merson have argued that the Gunners, who currently utilize Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah in the number 9 role, are lacking a ruthless finisher in attack. Chelsea, keeping tabs on Santiago Gimenez Asssane Diao. Chelsea are believed to be prioritizing a new striker, while they are also considering whether to sign a new winger. According to Football Transfers, the Premier League side are keeping tabs on Feyenoord's Gimenez and Betis's Diao. The report claims that Napoli forward Victor Osimhen is Chelsea's first choice, but they are exploring alternative options in case their pursuit of the Nigerian proves fruitless. Gimenez has caught the attention of Chelsea's recruitment staff with his impressive form in the Eredivisie this season. The 22-year-old has racked up 13 goals in 12 league appearances this term, making him the second highest scorer in the Dutch top flight. In total, the Mexico international has scored 38 goals in 60 appearances since arriving from Cruz Azul in the summer of 2022, with Gimenez under contract until June 2027. Feyenoord will only consider parting ways for a fee in the region of €40 million, £34.8 million. Chelsea are also monitoring Dia's progress, as they look to continue their policy of recruiting young prospects on long-term contracts. Diao is being tracked by a number of clubs after breaking into Manuel Pellegrini's side in September when he made his senior bow in a Europa League defeat to Rangers. The 18-year-old went on to make a significant impression in his La Liga debut, scoring the opener in a 1-1 draw with Granada. Having seen the teenager establish himself as a first-team regular, Betis are reluctant to sanction a sale in the January window. Paul Merson urges Mauricio Pochettino to start 22-year-old Chelsea player versus Newcastle. Paul Merson has sent a message to Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino ahead of this Saturday's trip to Newcastle United. Chelsea are back in Premier League action this weekend, making the trip up to St James's Park to face Newcastle. The Blues were building up some momentum before the international break, so can they rediscover that in a couple of days' time? Merson has urged Pochettino to stick with his new-look attacking trio in the next game, which includes Nicolas Jackson in the number 9 position. The 22-year-old striker has 4 goals in his last 2 appearances. He should be joined by wide players Cole Palmer and Raheem Sterling to complete the forward line. In addition, Merson is predicting a score draw between Newcastle and Chelsea. He told Sportskida, "This is going to be another huge game. It's one of those games where the result will be dictated by the availability of players. If Chelsea can get through the first 30 minutes without conceding a goal, this could be an extremely interesting encounter." Chelsea are starting to adapt to Mauricio Pochettino's style. They are able to give any side a run for their money at this point. I think Chelsea have to stick with Nicolas Jackson, Raheem Sterling, and Cole Palmer in attack. Sterling and Palmer have been in great form and they will be key here once again. Chelsea's team, at the moment, is starting to pick itself and it's a good thing. Earlier, we used to sit around wondering how they were going to line up, but that's changed now. Despite all that, Newcastle at home are always up for any challenge and I see this game ending in a draw. Predicted scoreline, Newcastle United 1-1 Chelsea. Ex-Chelsea manager admits he made a mistake. Former Chelsea manager Maurizio Sarri has now claimed he believes he made a mistake when he left the club in 2019. The Lazio boss told Repubblica that he regrets the decision he made to leave England, even if he did not have the most enjoyable spell at Stamford Bridge. Sarri lasted just 1 season at Chelsea, However, it is certainly fair to say he made an impact in the short period of time he was here. He picked up the Europa League in his final game in charge, which so far proves to be the first and only honor he has won in his managerial career. There was a large reliance on Eden Hazard from his side, with him enjoying arguably the best period of his career before he left for Real Madrid. He was replaced by Frank Lampard for his first stint in charge, which it is fair to say went a lot better than his caretaker spell at the end of last season. While Sarri's time came to a pretty abrupt end, he believes leaving England for Italy was a big mistake. He said, "At Chelsea I had a hard time in a place where no coach could last 2 years. But then in the last few months I had fun and I was wrong to want to leave. Not so much Chelsea, who wanted to keep me, but England. Going back to Italy was a mistake." Supporters will have plenty of fond memories of that season, highlighted by the aforementioned victory over Arsenal in the Europa League final. There will however be some less positive memories, with them falling short in the League Cup final at Wembley to Manchester City. Here, Kepa Arrizabalaga left the Italian fuming after he refused to be substituted in the final moments before the penalty shootout for Willy Caballero. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.